Charlotte Ryan took to the streets of Wellington to ask a completely different topic, a completely different question. Here we go.
When you go to work, do you pack your lunch or do you buy your lunch every day?
Bit of both, really.
I usually buy my lunch every day. Sometimes I'll pack it.
Buy my lunch every day.
Every single day?
Yes.
I was a lazy cunt, actually.
I make my lunch every day.
I got pie and chips.
I'd pack my lunch.
Pie and chips every day. I was a fat bastard after a while.
I think people forget to, and then it always trips you up.
Do you pack your lunch every day?
I'm trying to. This is my first day.
So what's in your packed lunch when you bring it along?
Sandwiches,
Sandwiches.
fried rice. Big go-to. Make a big lot of it up one night for dinner, take the rest for lunch. Next 3 days.
A sandwich, usually an apple will do, you know, some fruit, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Rice, though, is a bit touch and go, after 3 days. Be careful.
Apparently, but with students, you got to make sacrifices, really.
It was awesome, man. I had pizza and pie and chips, and yeah, I was a lazy cunt. Yeah, I was.
Who was he, Charlotte? Who was that cat?
He's a new friend.
Pizza pie chip, is he here tonight? My
No,
God.
he's not. He's still at that pub on Cuba Street, I think.
Let's, this is off the back, isn't it, of the Hutt Council. Mayor Ray Wallace, I think, sort of wanted to... He brought up the issue of whether or not sort of the council should...
No, Campbell Barry, the councillor, brought it up.
Yes.
Campbell Barry's a good guy.
Is he a good guy?
He's a good guy.
All right. So, Charlotte, free lunch. Well, you go to Charlotte, you first.
Okay. Do you pack your lunch? Do you take a packed lunch to work?
No, I buy it every day.
Every day? Whoa, what's that like? So what cost? What do you pay?
I'm not too fussed about the cost. I just think about convenience. I can't be bothered making my lunch.
But are you kind of like a pie for $3 or are you like a $15 specialty Thai dish?
It'd be the $3 pie.
Okay, what about you?
I get my lunch provided for me at work.
Wow, where do you work?
I work at one of the student hostels in Wellington, yeah.
So like, do they do good food?
Yeah, it fills you.
Awesome. Okay, packed lunch?
I try, but I fail.
Same. Packed lunch?
No, I work in a supermarket, so I can just buy it. Cheap and easy ready meal, and I feel awful, but it works, so...
Okay, back to you, Wallace. What do you do, Wallace? Do you pack your lunch every day?
Well, no, it's back to that person who sort of has every intention of packing, every single intention of packing my lunch, getting up at 7 a.m. and sort of, the mayonnaise and the chicken. Never happens. I'm a sushi man. That's what I do. Nice. I'm a sushi man. But what do you think of this issue? Civil servants, should they get meals provided? What do you reckon round the panel, Nicola?
Well, look, every morning I get up and I make 3 kids' lunch boxes, and by the time I've done that, I've got no time to make my own lunch, and I have to spend a lot of time deciding how much sugar and how much all of that stuff's in there, so that occupies me. But when it comes to people who are working for the taxpayer, I think they need to be really careful before they use that money on themselves. And I happen to know that our cabinet members pay $15 for their lunch if they eat it over cabinet.
That's right.
So I think that's
right.
Do they?
Do they really?
They do. I made a few inquiries today, Wallace, for the show.
What do they get for that?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Caviar.
$15 these days. I'm guessing a
big
sandwich. I mean, Jonathan Coleman's at the table, obviously. If you've got the Minister of Health watching, it's probably a lean sandwich and a piece of fruit.
Okay, well, what do you make of this issue? Civil servants
ultimately, this issue is about the living wage, and I totally support the living wage. So I just want to put that on record, because that's what it's about.
That's what it was about.
And yeah. And I do, and I've actually similarly, great intentions, don't do it, usually have salad somewhere down the street. And I think, we're paid too much, we should buy our own lunch.
So what do the Greens do in their office?
So we have our own lunches. We go out and grab our lunch.
Yeah? Trevor?
Well, it's really important that we do focus on the real issue here, and that is that the Hutt City Council voted to keep their lowest paid workers' wages down, and then when had a flash dinner actually paid for by the ratepayers. And that's just wrong, and they've been called out, and that's absolutely right. If it's a caucus thing, it comes out of a levy that we do most of the time. When I'm being healthy, I wander down and get some sushi, or when I'm being unhealthy, get some butter chicken. I find it's really good to go for a walk down Lambton Quay. Right. You talk to a whole pile of people. It's where you find all the gossip, and most of the leaks that come out of the government happen on Lambton Quay.
Is that right? And of course, you guys get your meals paid for by Winston at the Green Parrot. Is that right?
No, that's just a vicious rumour.
I wish.
We wish.
Is that?
We wish. No, we've similar to Trevor. We during our caucus meetings, it's all levied in by the caucus members. We pay for our own.
And otherwise than that, we just bring our own lunches. Yeah, I think with this case, I think it's a bit outrageous that buffet dinners.
There you go.
are
Look
going
at
through.
that. Look at that. That's delicious. That's delicious.